Okay, alright. This seems to be working. And yeah. Hello! Good evening or afternoon or whatever. Every time I'm greeting like that, I'm trying not to sound like Benjamin from Hot Deb. But yeah. Hey, Lady Rose. Yeah, it's been a while. I don't know if you watched any of the streams ever since I came back from my lengthy vacation. I'm trying to open up the AC. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while. For you, not for others, because I streamed again 2 days ago. My streaming schedule is a bit. Oh, you went on holidays. Oh, that's cool. Did you go anywhere nice? Did you get plenty of rest? Okay, everything seems to be in order. Yeah. So, for anybody else that missed the last two streams, I started working on some ranged attacks for this little guy here. Now this is where we're at the moment. So the first part, I set up the animations and like the aiming, which was one thing on its own. 2 days ago, I set up the actual shooting a projectile and charging and making also some corrections to make it way more forgiving. And yeah, now I'm using placeholder graphics for the projectile and the VFX. So that's what I want to change. Ow. Yeah, so as you can see, my aim is super good. Again, maybe it's too forgiving. A road trip, oh, that sounds cool. Yeah, I bet it was a nice little break. My vacation was also kind of like a road trip thing. Like we went to 2 different places, but we had like 2 cars and just driving around. So yeah, I'm glad you like the trail. Though at some point, I think I will actually change those VFX because I don't know. I think they're too wispy and too detailed for the style I think I'm going for. Like if you see, the melee attack is more of the stylized thing I'm going for. Okay, you know what? I'll make them less annoying. Let's change their shooting interval because they're pretty annoying. Okay, you can shoot once every minute as a treat. Yeah, it seems that the correction is way too forgiving. I mean, I cannot miss. I just don't miss. Like, yeah, if I send it like right down the middle, then I miss. But like, it's such a small window to miss. Supposedly, the closer you are, the easier it is to miss. I've made it that way because, you know, due to the angle, it's way easier to lose the offset if you're further away. Like, you know, like 1 degree can make a huge difference over where the projectile will end up. So the further away you are, the more forgiving it is. Though I think that this might be a little bit ridiculous. Oh damn, they decided to fire. Cool thing is that this is all adjustable, and yeah, I can go even lower. Yeah, something really small and ridiculous like that, but apparently it should be alright. Okay, so now I can still miss fairly easily, but I can still hit them. Right, if I aim towards their general direction, yeah, that's a bit intense, but you know what, I'll allow it. I want to give some more advantage to the player. Thanks for the follow, Sudocat429. Yeah, so the plan for today is I want to make the code a bit cleaner, because right now it's not great. And I want to replace the player's projectile, obviously, with something else. I'm not sure if I will finish that today or not, but I definitely also want different VFX for when charging the arrow or projectile, whatever, probably arrow, and when it's charged, because right now I just have like these white placeholder sparks, and yeah, they're not great. So first off, to clean up some code, because I have almost the whole logic in the player input script, and that's not great. I mean, only the input stuff should be in there, and whatever combat related should be under player combat. Oh, alright. What? Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, let's see. So this is the reading of the input, which is alright. And you know what? I'll just move all that around. They'll just have a method called liquid. I already have a shoot somewhere, yeah, but so maybe. Charging. Don't. Charging. Or yeah. Okay. Shooting charge. Yeah, all those are gonna be moved, so this and this are going away. And this all is yeah, that's correct. So layer combat charging with a shooting value, which just be called charging value, to be honest. Or you know what, don't even give it a name. And now Launching a value. Okay. Good. Oh. Oh, that's not great. Yeah, that's all right. I'll just pass in the aiming target position as well. Yeah, I mean, it's not great, but it's a bit better. Aiming target position, and now I can just say this. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Hey, Awaseb. Well, I mean, you could always write code. It's not just the environment, but this is this. Just Visual Studio Code and a bunch of plugins. Okay. Technically, nothing should have changed. Also, I think I'm not using this anymore. Layer character script depends on it. Yeah, but no, it's using the events, so it doesn't need. Hold up. I seriously don't have a screen shake event? Hey Narum42, good evening! Okay, you know what, I'm gonna fix that too, but first let me see if everything is working as it should. Yeah, everything seems to be in order. I can still miss. Quite easily too. You know what, I'll reduce the distance of the maximum so that it's a bit more forgiving, but like a bit. I can still miss pretty easily, so like, I don't know if that's good or not. Oh, you added the power mode. Yeah, it's cool. Did you also add like all the neon stuff, like the synthwave and stuff? Because that's where the real swag is. Ah, you should. Everybody's gonna want to watch you code, but they will actually be so distracted by the colors, so they won't actually care about what you're writing. Also, I think I have hacked the hard-coded the charging time. Yeah, it's here. So let's bring that outside. load target equals 2. Okay. The feedback manager doesn't have an impulse source. Oh. Well, yeah, exactly. That's the whole point. That's what I'm counting on, Aram. People being too distracted by the pretty colors and the particles that they don't actually read how awful my code is. This is something I want to fix. It's like after dashing, the aiming is a bit off. It's actually, I'll try pose. Ah, I missed it. But yeah, he was looking the other way around, I think. Yeah, I'm using events, so you might think that it's somewhat organized, but yeah, it's most likely gonna bite me in the ass later on. But hopefully, like, I want, or at least I keep saying that I want to keep the scope small. So, you know, technically after I set up like all the interactions and like the combat and all that, technically it's just about adding content and not so much doing anything deeper code wise. Hopefully. Alright. That seems to be working. I did want to do something else though, didn't I? What was that? Yeah, there's certainly the issue about with the aiming and the dashing. Oh, I want to stop aiming and charging if I dash or if I attack. The creator images behind those particle systems. Well, here's a fun thing. There are no images. Well, I mean, if you're talking about the smoke, then there are images. But I think that for and the slash. Yes, that uses textures as well. But these particles, for example, okay, they might have a noise, but yeah, it's mostly noise. Damn. Yeah, I will change those particles eventually. I don't like them so much. I know people like them, but I don't like them. Okay. So yeah, here, for example, the trail thing, that I did make this, but I also cannot draw, so a lot of those textures, like the trails, and some noises are made in Substance Designer. A tool, yeah, Substance Designer, which is great for making materials, but also for blending in like noise textures and making cool stuff like trails and other noises. So yeah. Substance Designer, pretty much. The very bot one, I don't know why I keep this anymore. Yeah, it's not very expensive. Well, it's if you're into that stuff, like any visual kind of stuff, because it's not like I make materials all the time, but it's really useful for VFX stuff as well. Okay, see, this is wrong. At some point I should hike it so that it rotates the way you want it after it does. Because right now it's kind of losing its footing, but yeah. The node editor of Blender. Well, if you can export it from there, you can probably do some pretty cool stuff with the noises and Blender's nodes. I think there's also a Unity tool made in Unity that does that sort of texture creation. I think it's called Mix. No. Oh damn it! I know that. I have it bookmarked somewhere. I can't remember. Damn it. Okay, at some point it will come to me, I think. Maybe. It's charging. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, and I want to you know what? That to be public, but hidden in inspector, because I want to do something with that. Oh, is it this? Yes, thank you. I was thinking mixer, but it's mixture. Okay. Yeah, that one. I haven't actually used it. I think it's probably gonna be pretty good. Yeah, I was very close, weren't I? It's also interesting that it's using the Unity's node API. I can't remember what it's called, that it's using also for like the VFX graph and the shader graph and all that. I remember looking a lot in the past for flexible node editor APIs. Okay, so what I wanted was that if I jump, or how should I go about that? Oh, you know what? Well, for the attack, definitely I can just say shooting charge equals 0 and inflow charge equals false for when attacking. So I can also say that when I'm dashing, if the is charged, then shoot. That's kind of like the Hades thing, where you know if you have your bow charged and you dash, then you still shoot. Which I don't know if that's what I want, but could be fun. Well, I think that I should probably reset after that. We plan to make a real game from that project. Sorry, Radial, didn't see that. You there? Yeah, I do have it. There you go. And yeah, I maybe would like for this to end up being a real game, but like a small one at least. Something, you know, I don't know, €5 on each or something like that. Not planning on making it greater than that, but you know, I'll go where the wind takes me. If it ends up being an open world MMORPG, then it's an open world MMORPG, I guess. And I finish it in 30 years. Okay, if I hit shoot, I think it should go without saying that shooting charge gonna be 0 and his bow charge gonna be false. I mean, I would assume that would be like implied. Yeah, well, yeah, if I'm gonna need some backend and cloud stuff, then yeah, I'll take all the help I can find. Right, as a test to cycle between them. I can't keep up a good combo. Did you make the 3D models and animation yourself for this? I made the 3D models. I made the enemy animations because they're made in Unity. Ooh. Not the character animations. The character animations are all from Mixamo. And adjusted to my player, and maybe I did some modifications over to them. I cannot aim for shit. Okay, alright. You know what, I'll set it to 0.02. I think it's very not forgiving right now. 2. Well, I mean, you can have like the same animations, but you know, not have anything on the legs and stuff, but they could still be animated. I mean, since you don't see the legs, you don't really care. And even if it causes like problems to have animations on the legs, then you still, after you match the animations from Mixamo to your model, you can set an avatar mask so that you only keep like the top half animations. Something like that. Okay, so I didn't like the dust thing, so screw that. You know what, keep it as is for now, and well, maybe I'll come back to that later, maybe. Alright, so it's charging VFX time, I think. Wait, no, before that, because I will most certainly forget. I want to make the screen shake an event. Because right now, like everything that causes a screen shake is has an impulse source, which also, I mean, it's technically, I want it to be applied globally, but though the impulse source takes the object into account, but that's why I have like a really big dissipation distance and propagation speed. But it will be consistent if at least it's like from one source. So I will make another event. Yay! It's gonna be a feedback event because it's like the feedback. Screen shake event. I really don't have one. It's amazing. It's fantastic. Okay, I always forget what that should look like, but it's pretty simple really. So this is just yeah, generate event, shake event data. Yeah, nothing else here. And on the last print shake event data, and I think they all have the same one. It's like 0, 0.1, 0.3. Hopefully I will be able to change those, so let's check that out first. And that's different. So I guess I'll have like settings for attack, sustain time, and decay. And the cool thing about VS Code, and I mean Visual Studio does that too, but it's cool. Generate constructor. Yay. Okay. So the feedback manager now type of impulse source using Stamacin. Awesome. Gonna take that. Let's see. Source. How much rotation math today? Hopefully none, Dane. I have exceeded my quota of rotation math. So hopefully none. Sorry about that. So what happened is I have a really awesome extension for VS Code, which is called select part of word. So when writing in camel case, going left and right, hitting control, will cover the whole word, which is kind of annoying. Sublime has that if you hold Alt and move the arrows, you select part of the word based on the camel case convention. This extension does it so that you can do that with Control and Alt. But you know, because I'm also used to, you know, doing stuff like Control and delete, like the whole word or something, when I'm trying to do that for part of the word, I'm hitting Control, Alt, and Delete. So that's what happened then. It works for Control, Alt, and Backspace. But yeah. Say impulse source. Screen shape impulse source equals get component impulse. Yeah, that thing. Awesome. Alright, and I need to make the actual method. So on screen shape event, it's actually one word, screen shake. Screen shake event data. Okay, that's what I need to check. So screen shake impulse source. Can I set the attack? Of course not. Impulse definition. Oh, time envelope? Yeah. Attack. Time equals attack. Right? Yeah, that's the time. Yeah, it has also the shape, which is the animation curve. Alright, okay, we're clicking. Impulse definition and time envelope. Sustain and decay. Equals data decay. Has anybody been working with this notation? I think it's what's that? This what notation? I think this has a name. It's there. Can't remember what the name is for this. God damn it. Thanks for the follow, Rice Cake Joe. No, it's a standard notation. Hungarian notation. Yeah, I thought it was Bulgarian, but no, it's Hungarian. Yeah, which like M is for members of a class, and S is for static members, C is for G is for global, stuff like that. And Yeah, I don't know. People use it. I don't know. It's convenient for some, but I think it's used sparsely, so you end up having it and not having it. Or it might just be that I should be using it and I'm not. But yeah, whatever. Oh no, it doesn't have to do with that because the aim is, for example, to say that this is a member of a class, and she doesn't even have classes. It has structs. So yeah, I guess. But yeah. Yeah. Let's highlight it for it. Yeah, maybe. Oh, really? JavaScript is like that? Didn't know that. One more reason for me to hate JavaScript, I guess. You know what? C was fine. C was alright. I mean, I don't know who asked for object-oriented programming, and they were like C++, and then we got other stuff like Java and now JavaScript. Everything just became so complicated. C was fine. Yeah, screensaver event, subscribe on screensaver event, and screensaver event, unsubscribe the on-screensaver event. Oh, I have different amplitude and frequency gains too? Yeah, I kinda do. Alright. More shit to add then. No. Oh, and also I didn't end up generating the impulse. Generate impulse. Yeah. Public flow frequency gain. Let's generate the constructor again. What? No, just like the one. Like all together. Thank you. Input definition amplitude gain, frequency gain. All right. That seems good enough. Seems useful. Getting an animator of helpers. What's that? Oh, that sounds cool. Also, it also like sets variables with events and delays and all that. That's cool. All right. So next up, let's check that out. So the player has a. Now the problem is I have to store these. It's 2.10.0.1.0.2. So instead of whatever these, check event, fire, news, check event data. 2.10, 0.1, 0.2. Okay, let's try this out. After I make them higher properly. Wait. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, also I know what was wrong with this. The propagation and all that were off. I cannot tell if this is actually happening. Is it? I don't think it is. Oh no. Hey, Mathis. How's it going? Oh no, I think there is. Yeah, no, there is screen safe. Yeah, I'm not crazy. No, but just to be certain. Let's add one more zero here. Oh, you watched the inside talk? Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean overwhelming, but it's also pretty freaking amazing. Okay, yeah, I think the screen shake is working. I know it's a bit subtle right now, but yeah, it's working. Hey, Elamude. So that means that I get to git this and git that. And yeah, maybe not leave that intense thing on there. And the same goes for, oh, this as well. And same goes for enemy base. But first I want to check the numbers. It's going alright. I've been working on some ranged attacks in the past few streams. And yeah. Does the radial blur effect include the chromatic aberration? Mine does. The one that I have shared on my website does not. But it's not a big deal. I don't know if are you talking about the tutorial on my site? Or like in general? 510. Yeah, in my stream right now it does have it. Like I can actually show it to you. I converted my shader onto a post-processing version 2 effect. And yeah, there is a radial blur, and as you can see it also has some chromatic aberration because I love chromatic aberration. Oh, thanks. Fancy is a nice compliment for this. What was it again? 1.510 013. So no need for this, no need for this, no need for this, no need for this. Yeah. And also there is no need for this, or theoretically this. Let's see if our screen still shakes. Yeah, I think, yeah, there is the screen shake. All right, so cleaned up the code a little bit. Yikes. Right. Did you cover the chromatic aberration? Like, I can do it now. Chromatic aberration is like a super easy effect. I can show you from the radial blur. So at least the way I'm doing it, because I'm not the one in the post-processing stuff that Unity has. I guess that it's a bit more complex, though I don't think so. I think it's pretty much also like radial blur with chromatic aberration, but it's probably doing it a bit differently than I do. But the core concept is that, you know, you have the 3 color channels, so you have to sample your final screen 3 times, one for each channel, and you offset the first one, like for example towards the right, the middle one you can leave as is, and the third one you can offset towards the left. So if that corresponds to the red, green and blue channel, you essentially separate the channels a little bit. So I can show you how that looks on my radial blur. I think I have the custom post-processing package. Yeah. Is it not here? Oh, I have made it custom for here. Oh, I made that off screen. Oh, that's cheeky of me. So yeah, that's a whole shader, by the way. It's small. So you can ignore all the radial blur related stuff and essentially just focus on these three. So ignore the distance scale and center things. Imagine that these are just the UV coordinates. All right. And yeah, what I'm doing essentially is sampling 3 times instead of 1. First one for take the red channel, but I offset it's minus, so I'm going towards the bottom left a little bit. Which, by the way, I will try something else in a little bit. Yeah, color green, just I leave as is, and I offset towards the top right the blue channel. So yeah, then I just combine them all, and you know, on their intersection I get the original color, but there's offset on the edges. So I noticed something that I want to try out because it's weird that I did it that way. Yeah, so the chromatic aberration, I'm doing it the standard way, so top right, bottom left. Though it looks like that because I'm doing it for every sample of the radial blur. But I think that's not great, because what if I did it towards the radial blur direction? So that would be multiplied by distance. I may be completely off, by the way, but yeah, and also I think that's closer. That's closer to how Unity does the chromatic aberration. Though I don't get a lot of blue, I have to. Or if I go like this, that's kind of trippy. Because yeah, -1 it offsets the radial blur, and it kind of looks alright, but the green channel is messed up. Oh, that's a neat little effect here. Yeah, anyway. This is dead wrong, but I want to try something. Yeah, screw that. Maybe someday I will make it proper. But right now it's a bit hacked because even though I'm using the radial blur, the chromatic aberration doesn't happen on the radial shape, it happens diagonally, which is, yeah, whatever. Okay, VFX time again. Let's see, how would I go about that? Okay, I probably need some charging. I will replace this with something else. I'm not quite sure what, but I will replace that. Charging VFX. Post-processing effects, not also VFX. I guess that's post-processing effects. Come on, AC, thank you. Oh, 0.2 to 0.3. I guess maybe a larger radius, make it intense. Yeah, to be fair, I haven't seen that abbreviation before. Make it like this. So now I can just say -3. Let's do trails for this. Trails use this. No particle rendering. And you know what? I'm gonna use the emissive line, emissive trail, which is essentially just like a standard thing. I don't want that though. I want it to be emissive trail, dissolve, projectile head. Emissive trail alpha and make it fade. No, fade. Thank you. Well, it's nothing yet, but we're gonna make it something. It can be larger, not so large, but this large. Thank you. It can live more. This way. Yeah, sure, whatever. And color over say trail. And now for the fun thing. Yoing. Or I think make it fade away over its lifetime.
Every core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Can leave more. Oh, okay, Narom. Have a great rest of the day. Thank you for joining. Oh, you stupid thing. Could I do a hemisphere? No.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Do I use VFX graph? Haven't used it so much, no. It's probably really good, but I don't really work a lot on personal projects using URP or HDRP. So don't really have a lot of access to it. What? No, not custom pipeline, it's a built-in pipeline. This is all built in, the burp, as we call it. I'll do that in a circle instead. Yeah. I hope that doesn't happen soon, Dane. Not really loving these trails. We should go a different way. Oh, thanks, Kamals. Well, I hope you enjoy the content either way. Damn, I cannot make VFX at all today. Okay. Starting over. No trails this time. reset the whole thing. All right. Oh no, it would not be stupid. By all means, don't. But yeah, I've had a lot of rants already in stream about the URPs and the HDRPs and how Unity is moving towards making URP the new standard. And yeah, I've been using built-in exclusively for all of my side projects, really. I don't want to work with the new pipelines. They don't feel good or complete for me right now. You would love to sit around like this. Well, you know, all you have to do is like go over to my YouTube channel, close your eyes and, you know, just randomly put a finger on the screen and yeah, open up that video from the previous stream and most likely there will be a rant about the European there. Yeah, it's not like I will be upset if somebody like on stream mentioned the built-in pipeline as legacy. I will just be very disappointed. Oh, Risk of Rain? Yeah, I played a lot of Risk of Rain too. Really love that game. Yeah, let's assume that the charging time will be fixed. Right? Right. So right now I think it's the charging takes, like, if it's set to 3, 1/3 of the yeah, 1/3 of a second essentially. Not really the case. Hey Jason, advice over the particle system over this and not VFX graph. Well, as you can see, I'm usually using a lot of particle system and not VFX graph, mainly because the VFX graph is not available for the built-in pipeline, and it's only for European HDRP, which I don't use for my personal projects. And all the VFX I've done and all like professional work, freelance, whatever I've done for VFX, that's been done with a shuriken particle system, the old way, that is. And yeah, I haven't had a lot of time actually to play around with the VFX graph, and I know it's good. Maybe that could look good. But yeah, I've seen some great stuff done with it, and it really looks super versatile. But yeah, just didn't have the time and means to play around with it. Okay, I kinda like this motion, and I'm under the impression that this will look good with trails. Sure, no worries. I mean, at some point I will play around with the VFX graph, but yeah, so far never had the chance, to be honest. Yeah, that's cool. It's always good to learn the new stuff, especially if you're now starting out. I'm more like an old dog right now, not good with new tricks. So yeah. limitations. I think there are some limitations in terms of some of the interactions with the world, because they're purely GPU based. You cannot have stuff like collisions and like, I mean, you can using height maps, but not like dynamic collision, which I don't know if you do want, but you know, it's one of the restrictions there, I guess. And yeah, one big restriction for me, as I mentioned, is that you don't have access to VFX graph when if you're using the built-in pipeline. Oh, I do know DocuV. I do know it. Yeah, I was watching the reveal video from Gamescom, and I was like, whoa. And yeah, even though I did not remember the name of the studio, I got the same vibes as Black Desert Online, which is by the same studio. Because these guys are like VFX wizards. Like, their VFX are so bright and juicy and colorful. Oh, you can collide with the plane and other primitives. Huh. I thought it needed a height map or using some SDFs or something, but yeah, I haven't used it a lot apparently, so yeah, again, I might. Most likely, I don't know what I'm talking about. Original podcasts have actually been made of tiny meshes, but it's and used for actual collision and firing bullets to targets. Yeah, and also it passes on messages to the stuff it collides with, so you can actually capture the collision in script and, you know, do stuff with it. Yeah, it's one small differentiation, as Twitch Dog said. But to be fair, it's not something I use a lot. But it's there, so, you know, if you want it, then, you know. Okay, I'm not sure if that's good enough, but it's just a start to see the timings and the durations and all that stuff. So particles and charge particles. Gonna remove the ball from here. Charging particles, charge particles. Okay, so when charging, then freak! I don't want it to play all the time. I just want to do it when it starts to charge. This goes a bit shifted to the left. Oh, Oh, wait, that's odd. Oh, the whole thing is shifted to the left. Okay. Yeah, apparently I might have selected the Streamlabs and yeah, hit a lot of buttons. I also wanted to go up, 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 up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, thanks, I didn't even notice. Okay, so I want the particle system to play as long as I have the button down. And not charging. Okay, that's gonna be annoying. Okay, I guess charging. So yeah, if that's above 1, if it's not charging, then now it's charging, it goes through, and I guess charging particles can play. Else charge. Why is that here? I'm a bit confused about my code, but that happens, I guess. So charging particles is this, and charged is this. Let's see if this is anything. So, okay, the duration is alright. So if I'm not charging, will this actually stop it, or should I do clear? Because that stops the particle system, but the particles are still alive. Oh no, I think yeah, no, I think that kind of works. And you know what? We can make it even more intense. I mean, its duration is really small, to be fair, but I can make this a curve. to start with like fewer ones and go all the way up to a lot. So if you actually stop soon, maybe with a curve like this. But yeah, if you just tap on it, you get like 1 or 2, and the more you do, you get more, and yeah, at the end it's a lot. Duration probably needs to be even less because I have to take into account the lifetime of the particles, because as you can see, some trails still survive. Yeah, this is much snappier. Colors should change and also not play on awake. I forget about this every time. Colors should be more towards red. Right, and okay, let's make it a bit richer. Well, I'm gonna copy this. All these particles. No trails. This time it is going to be stretched billboards. No velocity over lifetime, a sphere instead of a circle. Yeah, much smaller, much brighter. Going the other way. Oh, remove the color over lifetime. This is gonna use the size over lifetime. Particle starting up. And you know what? This can have a larger duration because it's gonna have shorter lifetime of particles. Maybe smaller radius. Some thickness too. I would probably want to add some glow that grows over time. But there's something annoying about that because again, if I stop, or you know what? No, you know what? I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I know how to do it. I'll do it. No, reset it. Reset. I do want it to be only 1.3. looping without play on awake. Okay, this is fun. So, one of the hackiest things I've ever seen in Unity is the play on awake boolean. Can you tell me why it's so hacky? Like, I feel it's a good solution for what it does, but I feel that whoever ended up programming it felt really dirty afterwards. Because I don't think there's a pretty way to implement what they did. So in case you don't know, that's why it also has the asterisk. So the plane awake is shared between all particle systems in the current particle effect. Right, and the particle effect is essentially defined by the hierarchy. So when you toggle that, it gets set or unset, like enabled or disabled, for every particle system in that hierarchy. The interesting thing here, and the reason I'm mentioning it, is that because I reset one particle system, it set the play on awake to be true only on this particle system. And I've seen it actually work. Like, it will probably only play, let me check too. Yeah, see, it's playing only that one. My guess is that this actually works on validate. So when you actually change it from the editor, but it doesn't catch the reset. And potentially, if I also changed it from a script, I think it also wouldn't be picked up, potentially. I don't know. So, yeah, that's a random fact. Five might be excessive, let's say 2. No looping. Awesome. You know what? Let's increase that. Okay, I think we're kind of clicking here. Okay, you can see it stop midways, and if I keep at it, think they are about to shoot me. In 3, 2, 1. Now? Yeah. Close enough. Alright. This looks good. I'm happy with this so far. It's a big thing because I'm usually not happy with what I'm making, as like a rule. Okay, so obviously I now need to change this ugliness. Or I mean, not ugliness, but like underwhelmingness, I guess. Boringness. It's like, yeah, nah, that won't do. So, okay, first off, the colors, my dude, the colors. Oh, thanks for the follow, Josie38. Random color, paste, boom. Or like this. Yeah, okay, that's something, but I want it to be way more spectacular. What have I done with that? No. Okay, that's kinda alright. I don't want it to be a circle or a sphere. No, make it a circle. We'll keep the circle theme. Okay. That's one. Then we have glow. As a tip, glow is like super basic and also super important, and like it can really make and maybe break, but mostly make your particles. Especially this kind of glow. I've talked about that as a tip on my Twitter and also on the previous stream, but I'll mention it again. This one has a rendering mode of transparent. What does that mean? I will show you practically. First off, I don't want a save, I don't want a speed, and I want a really small lifetime. Make it big so that we can see. Alright, so let's bring it down. Alright. So this is a particle with this blending mode. So the cool, just to do it quickly this time, the cool thing about this blending mode is that if the alpha is 1, it acts as if it's alpha blended. So exactly as if instead of transparent, it was fade. Don't mind the differences. There are small differences in the values, but whatever. It's acting like it's alpha blended. So you know, if I turn it black, then you can see that. But the cool thing about it is that if I drop the alpha, it becomes additive, which means that if I make it also black, now it disappears. So as long as it doesn't have alpha, it's additive blend. If it has alpha, it becomes alpha blended. Why is that cool? Well, you can see even here, even in this example, and maybe I can find a better... Well, red is usually a good one to show because red is tough to get a good blend with. Like you can see here that some colors get washed out and you essentially lose some of the vibrancy of your color. But if you add even a little bit of alpha to get some of the alpha blending, you get your colors back. And besides that, glow is super important because it acts as a glue that brings all your elements together. So if you have like a bunch of, you know, particles flying here and there and circles and I don't know, other shapes, they might look a bit disconnected and a bit like there's no, you know, visual connection between them. But the glow will like encapsulate them all in the same like glow of color, and that's cool. So that's where I was going with this. It might also not seem very important in this case because I have the HDR and bloom turned up to 11. But if I didn't have the HDR, and especially if I didn't have bloom, because you might make, for example, VFX for mobile games, and you want it really lightweight, so you don't use any post-processing whatsoever. I've had that happen to me. That's why I usually try not to lean too much on bloom and stuff like that when I make VFX. And yeah, when you don't have bloom, then this kind of glow with like the additive elements and the colors from the alpha blend, it can really save the look of your VFX. Like you can see, now I have color, now it's additive, I don't have color. Small downside to this approach is that when you want to fade out a particle, you have to both turn down the alpha and turn down the color. Might want this to linger a bit longer, so 0.4, 0.8. Might do a little bit of this. Would be a good idea to give like a more intense response, also like a flashy thing that you can see even with your peripheral vision, just so you know that you can shoot now. That's always a good thing. So maybe I will add like a star thing. I already have like a star. Yeah, I don't want that. Not like this at least exactly. I want it like this and maybe definitely. The other like this. Yeah, that looks better. Might even, oh, actually, stop that. Might be a bit of an overkill now that I think about it, because I mean you'll be seeing this a lot. It's like when your bow is charged. I don't know. Maybe it will make things more fun to see like all the glitties. Do it the other way around. Yeah, screw that. You know what? I will also add a disc. I have one already. Circle disc. Oh, I could do a distortion. Nah, that's overkill. That's overkill. I don't have a disc, so let's make one. Oh, ring? Do I have a ring? I have an impact ring. It's not the one I want. Ring it is. I mean, it's just gonna be a lit particle thing with a gradient ring. This or this. I think I'll go with this. Make it glowy, make it transparent. Oh, this ring. Wait, it... Oh, freaking... I hate me. Okay. Okay. For some reason, when I made this texture, I didn't make it alpha, so yeah, it doesn't have transparency, and so I can't use Unity shader. Luckily, I can use my own shader to some extent. Soft blending. Wait, why? It's supposed to have soft blending. Oh. Yeah, it does have a soft blending. Okay, make it alpha blend. Yes. And just blending up. There we go. Copying. Yeah, that's a bit better. Leave. Is it too much? I think it's borderline too much, but I still like it. Okay, let's see this in action. I think that's actually a byproduct of the way that the duration works, and like the visual shapes and languages of the different VFX, the different particle effects. Like, you know, you have your glow in the middle when charging, and you can see that it's going up. And because it essentially disappears for like, whoa, yikes, like for almost a frame, and then you get one more circle, essentially the ring with the glow from the charge. It has a nice snappy, you know, like shrink and expand in one frame, if you notice. I don't know, will I be able to, like, if I keep this, you see it disappears. Yeah, no, it doesn't read the inputs, sorry. But yeah, there's a little satisfying pop when it gets charged. This is not 100% intended, or like any percent intended, I just got lucky there. But yeah, the thing is, it happens because how the shapes class, and because of the duration, whoa, how the timings are set up. Oh, I also need to make this wall space, because what the frick was I thinking? Hold. The rest you can take. What did I make walled? Right. Yeah, these should be walled. I mean, probably the other ones too, but yeah. Yeah, this is nice. This is snappy. You know what? I feel extra giddy about it, so I will add some haptic feedback when it's actually charged. I could also add it while it's charging. Also, I'm curious, what would happen if I added like a frame stop, hit stop, frame freeze, whatever it's called, when that happens? Yeah, you know what, just probably gonna be way too excessive, but you know what, I want to be humored. Okay. The frame freeze makes 0 sense. This, however, this is okay, but maybe I would want it just a tiny bit more discreet. And I don't know if that will change anything. Like I didn't have a lot of good experiences with getting haptic feedback to work properly. Oh, ooh. It's cool. It's like one little, like one tweet of a rumble. Like, yeah, yeah. I hear this. I can feel this. All right. Next up, I actually wanted to make a proper projectile for the player because right now he's using the enemy's projectile and that's not cool. Not sure how it would look though. I mean, it's probably more like a narrow kind of thing.
Every core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
And also a muzzle flash would be a good idea for this. Yeah. Okay. Should I make an arrow in Blender or should I first make the VFX stuff? Curious. Or no. Should it be an arrow? I mean, it should kind of look like an arrow, I guess. Yeah, I don't know why I'm overthinking this so much. I'll just start with something. Okay, this is actually the projectile. It's copied from the enemies. I don't like its style. Also, I don't really want the lights anymore, to be fair. First things first. This is not a particle system. Oh, curious. Could I make this a particle system? Perhaps. Perhaps. Yeah, I'll make this a particle system. Yeah, it will make sense for it to be a particle system. No shape. So an easy way to have like a just one particle is just having yeah, just one particle, lifetime of 5 on a looping particle system with a duration of 5, or like one, it's like the same thing. So yeah, it's like one particle that will never die. Well, it gets reborn, but whatever, it fits our purposes. It's gonna use a mesh, and that mesh is gonna be I think it's sphere. Yeah, it's this guy. Make it render alignment local. Can you hide this for now, please? Yeah, okay, it's looking like that. So let's fix that. Awesome. Going to somehow replicate that then. Oh, -1. And awesome, identical. All right. So the reason I did this is so that I can drive the color from the particle system instead of needing more and more materials. And also we can now sort our particle system, so there's also that. Am I really using this? How does that work? Yeah. This. Yeah. Kinda sexy. Okay. So the cool thing is now that I can just duplicate this, put it under there. Yeah, hit 2, why not? And do this after I make it a tiny bit smaller. And maybe rotate it a little bit. And I can also make it a bit longer and move it. Just randomly trying out some gradient maps that might look good. Though I don't really... Oh, I have the color too on it. Oh, damn it, okay. Forget about that. How about some... Oh, yeah. Number lifetime. I don't know if I want the rotation, to be honest. I'm just trying out stuff randomly. It's a bit big, but it's okay that it's big, to be honest. Makes it more readable. Okay, what to put behind it though? Right, maybe some flames? This looks kinda cool, but I think I want something different. Flame. VFX Master. I really love the VFX Master shader. It's hands down the best shader I've ever made in terms of how much I've used it. Because I've used it a lot. When in doubt, Voronoi. So smaller scale. Yeah. Mask it out. Yeah. See, one annoying thing with this approach on effects like fire is that well, yeah, the repetitive nature of it. So one classic solution would be to have like a random rotation, which is fine. It definitely breaks apart the repetition, but what if you wanted to pan this texture around? And you know, because it's fire, for example. Okay, in this example I might not care all that much, but you know, in other occasions I might care. But if I want to, you know, make it pan upwards because it's like fire, you know, the random rotation will not help a lot. So one thing that I really like that I added to this shader is what is cryptically called extra panning. So when you turn this up, it looks like crap, because I have to set up my custom vertex streams. So first off, I add the 3 custom ones. So, oh, you can't see it there, it's hidden on the, goes beyond the screen, but it's custom 1 XYZ, and this did nothing. It fixed the issue, but it did nothing. The extra thing that it needs is one more vertex stream on text code 1.y, which I'm going to add a random stable x, and there we go. Essentially, I also use some vertex streams to pan the texture around, and I actually use, let me see if this will work. Okay, so in case you don't know, I use the X of the custom data for dissolve, which I'm gonna use there too. The Y is for panning on the x-axis, the Z is for panning on the y-axis, but that's like over lifetime. So when it's stable, it's like stable over lifetime, but if that turns into a curve, and I have a much smaller lifetime, thank you, it essentially pans the texture over lifetime, which is really cool if you want effects that, I don't know, like you have a classic one I did before is, you know, I had a cylinder mess and wanted to like do some sort of sweeping effect upwards, and yeah, I did that as a particle and used that to pan the texture upwards over its lifetime. So that's another neat little trick for you. Oh, that's awesome to hear, Kim. Yeah, if you need any inspiration on that, I'll be happy to help. This one has a bunch of neat stuff that I really like. Especially I use a lot of the masks, which are like procedural masks, like the circle one, the rectangular one, which is quite useful for trails and stuff like that. Fresnel mask, really good for 3D stuff. One thing I particularly like, well, color banding is also cool for some effects, but I really also like the step time concept. Which fakes, sometimes badly, but it fakes, tries to fake at least, hand painted animation. Yeah, in some cases it actually looks really cool. It adds a bit of charm. The color bonding, it's let me show here. It's posterization. Just classic posterization. So yeah, all right. Let me move this over here, and yeah, definitely, nope, here, definitely dissolve over time. A bit smooth, just a tiny bit smooth, I guess. Smaller too. Not small. So yeah, you can make some neato effects with that. Might as well, I mean, probably not for me, but ooh, ooh, that looks actually kinda cool. A different color, but still kinda, I like this energy. The inverted are a bit fun too. This is like a straight up fire one. This I could use. This should not be on repeat. think I will leave it black for now. Or for now, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna change it later, but you get the point. I don't want the size over lifetime. Changed the wrong thing. Okay, I'm curious to see how this is gonna look, I guess. Projectile impact. This is wrong and it's gonna change. So screw that for now. And let's see what we got. Yeah, no, it certainly needs more colors. Also, that's... Oh, wait, I think I was doing a thing, yeah, with the trail, where I was leaving that, hold up. I think, yikes, yeah, okay, I think the flames should be outside because of the trail, and it gets unparented, apparently, when it gets destroyed, so that the particles can live their life to their fullest until they die. So I can actually make this a bit less like that. I will add more color to it though. It's quite bland right now. But it's also almost 3 hours in the stream, so... Okay, it's funny how the smoke lingers there. Oh, I know why the smoke lingers there. Because I'm an idiot. There we go. There we go. rename this to smoke because it's definitely not flames. Gonna start the dissolving earlier. Definitely needs more color to it though. So, okay, let's drop some more particles on a sphere. Make them mold. No speed. Maybe a bit of gravity. Maybe like a tiny bit of gravity. Make them small. And again with the glow blend add 2. Yeah. Suddenly radius should be smaller. Make them stretched billboards. Make them even smaller. Even smaller. Like this, and size over lifetime make them. Yeah. Spawn a bunch of them. They should live longer. With some color. Noise too. Smaller radius. Yeah. On the whole thing. Yeah, this should be on top. Oh, the smoke should have some noise as well. Gravity here. Okay, let's see how this looks. Certainly richer. There's still something I don't like. Can't put my finger on it. Maybe there's too many of these. Oh, thank you. I'm in operate. Yeah. Good idea. much less, maybe. Feels a bit disconnected again, so I will try to like merge the elements with a trail, just like a simple colorful trail. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy. I will actually just use that. Oh, you freaking thing. Okay. Trail. Just trail. Oh, for the... Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use this then. And screw that. Okay. I can work with this. Though... yeah, I want a different material. Just a line. Just a emissive trail alpha will do. Yeah, that'll do. I do need to... okay, apply on, open, and put that in there, and put that in there. Okay, back in business, alright. Yeah, I think this will tie this whole thing together a little bit at least. What did I do? Or I think it should be under the smoke. Yeah, it shouldn't be on top of the smoke. Doesn't make a lot of sense because it's like the technically, even if they're planes, the smoke engulfs the trail. Technically. So I'll say -2 just so that it's consistently under that. Oh, and give me 1 second. I will be right back. And I'm back. Okay, let's see how this looks right now. Is there a trail somewhere? It's not. Yeah, there is. It's. Maybe I should reduce the lifetime on the smoke, because it's a bit too much. Right. There's still the matter of some VFX, specifically the muzzle when you shoot the arrow, and the hit when the projectile hits something. You can see that it still has the old one, which I might do off stream, because I think I've spent too much time on these ranged attacks, and I don't know how interesting it would be to make more of the same VFX, because it's gonna be probably something very similar. But yeah, I'm kinda happy with how this looks. I really like the smoke too, and I will probably replace my dust smoke with this. The colors are off. I should probably have a steady palette, like they're more pink purple. Yeah, more pink than this, than the red, but like by a few. Shit. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, now all I have to do is make the rest of the fucking game. That's not gonna be too much work, I guess. Anyways, yeah, I think I will leave it here. I will make tweaks to the colors and the VFX, but again, I've tweaked them enough, so I think it's time to let go. Yeah, I wish I knew what I could do in the next stream. I mean, I have some stuff in mind. I could also do one thing I wanted to do, which is like the grass system with compute shaders and all that. That could be fun if I don't fail miserably. So there's that. Yeah. Yeah. So I think this is as good a time as any to call it a stream, and a night, or yeah, now it's morning for me, officially. So yeah, thanks so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you when I stream again. I don't know if it will be next Tuesday without one in the middle of that. If I have time and the motivation and will, then maybe I will stream before that again, but definitely next Tuesday, or the next stream, whatever comes first. Anyway, have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next stream. Bye bye.